Og for 3 måneder siden så gjorde jeg min største tabbe og var utro mot henne. Og det fortalte jeg for en uke siden. Og det har vært den verste uken i mitt liv.
How do you feel about it right now? Do you think it was the right choice or?
Yeah, really, I don't know if it's the right choice or not.
What is going on at the 2026 Olympics right now? Because why are the athletes suddenly admitting to cheating like the cameras aren't rolling? No, seriously. We are talking about athletes getting exposed, exes speaking out, and confessions happening while the whole world is watching. And at this point, don't even be surprised if another athlete comes forward next and admits their own infidelity too. Because the way that things are unfolding, it feels like nobody's secrets are staying hidden anymore. But that's not even the only thing happening, because while all of this cheating drama is unfolding, something else just quietly happened that people are only now starting to notice. Gabriela Papadakis, you know, literal Olympic gold medalist, legend, icon, was supposed to be one of the commentators for figure skating at the 2026 Winter Olympics. And then she was just gone. So between athletes getting exposed for cheating, exes speaking out anonymously, and former partners revealing what really went on behind the scenes, it's starting to feel like the real drama isn't even happening during the performances. It's everything happening around them. I know y'all saw it by now. A Norwegian biathlete literally won an Olympic gold medal and used his interview to confess that he cheated on his girlfriend. I'm sorry, what? We're talking about Sturla Holm Lagreed. He just won bronze in the men's 20-kilometer biathlon at the 2026 Milan Cortina Games. Huge moment, career-defining, cameras everywhere, millions of people watching. And instead of just celebrating the medal, he decided to confess something deeply personal.
For et halvt år siden så møtte jeg mitt livs kjærlighet. Verdens vakreste, fineste person. Og for 3 måneder siden så gjorde jeg min største tabbe og var utro mot henne. Og det fortalte jeg for en uke siden.
He even said he told her the truth just 1 week before the Olympics, which means that while he was out there training, competing, standing on that podium, his entire personal life was literally falling apart behind the scenes. And then he said something else that really made people look at him different. He said he realized she was the woman of his life. Now wait a minute. So it took cheating on her, losing her, and standing there alone at the Olympics for that to finally click? Like he didn't realize that before? He didn't realize that when he was literally risking the entire relationship? Because that's the part people are stuck on. It's not just what he did, it's how he suddenly sees her differently now that she's gone. And the internet was not quiet about it. One person wrote, he didn't love her enough when they were together and he doesn't love her now. Every action he takes is solely for his own benefit. His public declaration is manipulative and performative. He cheated on her and then humiliated her on the world's stage. It doesn't matter how much he loves whomever. If he has cheated, he will do it again. But now we gotta talk about the ex-girlfriend because she actually responded. Now that part made everything feel even more real because when someone goes on national television in front of the entire world and basically confesses their love for you after cheating on you, it kind of puts you in an impossible position. Like, what are you supposed to do with that? She said, it is hard to forgive even after such a public declaration of love in front of the whole world. I have not asked to be put in this position and it's hard to be there. We have had contact and he knows my feelings about this. And honestly, you can feel the weight in that statement because she didn't sound impressed. She sounded like someone who was put on the spot without her consent. And if you ask me, that part feels kind of selfish because now the pressure is on her. And at least for now, she hasn't forgiven him, which isn't surprising. And speaking of cheating, it's actually hard not to notice how many cheating-related situations have been happening around the Winter Olympics lately. And I am not just talking about relationships anymore. I'm talking about the actual competitions. Because starting off with what might be the most bizarre thing to come out of these Olympics, you guys are not ready for this one. Olympic ski jumpers are now being accused of using injections to fly further. I wish I was joking. This whole thing has been nicknamed Penisgate. And yes, that is the real name that people are using. The allegation is that some male athletes might be injecting hyaluronic acid, which is normally used in cosmetic procedures, to increase some bulk down there. And before you ask why, it's because of the suits. In ski jumping, the way your suit fits your body affects how much air it catches when you're flying. More surface area means more drag. More drag means you stay in the air longer, and staying in the air longer means jumping further. So the theory is if certain areas of the body create more volume inside the suit, it can slightly change your aerodynamics.
One of our reporters found out that ski jumpers actually use injections like hyaluronic acid to enlargen their penises. Basically, what they do is they use a 3D scanner to measure the athletes for the suits they're wearing. They put it at the very last bit of your area. So if you have a larger penis, it means that you can have a bit of a bigger suit.
But that wasn't the only ski jumping controversy, because Austrian ski jumper Daniel Schoisfang was disqualified from the men's large hill event after officials found his boots were 4 millimeters over the allowed size.
In the large hill ski jumping, he's the World Cup gold medal winner during the 24-25 season. This fella can jump. Yeah. He was disqualified because his shoes were too big.
And it didn't stop there. Former medalist Johan Remen Evensen actually accused the Austrian team of deliberate cheating, which immediately made the situation feel way more serious, because now people aren't just talking about technical violations, they're talking about intent. Ski jumping isn't the only sport dealing with controversy. Curling got pulled into it too. Canadian skip Rachel Human had one of her stones removed during a close 8-7 loss to Switzerland because of something called a double touch violation, which basically means that the stone was touched in a way that broke the rules, and that single moment changed the outcome of the match.
Okay, I like it. Clean it. They're saying she touched the rock.
If it's touched, it's going to be removed.
That when you let go?
0% chance.
Come on.
Another angle?
I've never done it in my life.
Then things got messy in short track speed skating. Italian athlete Pietro Sighel was disqualified from the men's 500-meter race after a crash involving Canada's Maxim Lauon. And Italian officials were not happy about it. They literally filed a formal complaint, calling the judging inconsistent, which is basically the official version of saying, this doesn't feel fair. And then there's figure skating. This time people noticed that French judge Jezebel Dubois gave Team France a score significantly higher than their closest US rivals, and that immediately raised eyebrows.
We did everything we set out to accomplish, and we just told each other that we're proud of each other and we loved each other, and there's nothing more we could have done and nothing that we would change.
And now I want to know, what do you guys think? Because after seeing how all of this played out, do you think that anyone else might come forward and admit something too? Or imagine if someone does the complete opposite and proposes on live TV. At this point, it really feels like anything could happen. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.